Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and also if you like ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. Okay, so today I'm doing a review on Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. I'm pretty sure this is the most recent formulation that I have, which would be 2021. I know there's been a lot of people who are very upset about the reformulation of this fragrance. I can't remember what the most beloved version was, but everybody seems to be really sad that they reformulated it. I'm not sure if I've ever smelled the original one, although I did have a mini of Miss Dior when I was growing up in middle school years ago, so I might have actually had that. I remember loving it, so I don't remember if it was that original one that people are sad that they reformulated. But anyway, today I'll be talking about this one, the 2021 version, and yeah, we'll go ahead and go over the notes and I'll smell this. I've got a little Dior bag. My kitty is very interested. What is going on? Yeah, and then also, okay, we gotta get you off. Also, I wanted to just talk about, this is the only Dior fragrance that I actually own a bottle of in my collection, and it's called Joy. And so I'll touch on this a little bit later, since I do own this. Alright, so, oh, and I dressed on theme as well, ish. I know this perfume is like the liquid is pink, so anyway, I wore a pink shirt and I've got these pink, kind of like goldy pink iridescent earrings. Okay, so let's go ahead and, well, we can't spray this fragrance, but dab it. We'll dab it. Today I've got a really beautiful wild rose fairy, and I think this fragrance does have rose in it, so that's kind of perfect for today's theme. I totally do not know the notes in this because it's been forever since I actually looked at the notes, so I don't know the notes, but I see that there's a rose accord, so I'm pretty sure there's probably a rose note. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a dab. Perfect. Just let that dry down while I put the cap back on. Okay. Okay, baby, what are you doing? It's like playing with all of the cords down below, so you might hear some noise from that. Alright. Okay, so I'm giving this a smell. So this is it's a sweet vanilla. I think I get a lot of like sweet, warm vanilla coming through. Oh, I have to sneeze. Yeah, there's kind of like a warmth coming through, like a little bit of iris, I would say, that I'm getting. And yeah, definitely, I think some floral and fruity notes. That's mainly what I would say I'm getting, is like a warm, slightly irisy, powdery vanilla with some like fruity and floral notes. So I'm going to go ahead and read you the main accords that we have listed. So we have vanilla, and this is on Fragrantica, of course. We have powdery, rose, fruity, floral, sweet, iris, fresh, amber, and musky. So yeah, I'm mostly getting vanilla, powdery rose, fruity floral, and iris. I like it. It's nice. It's fairly, I feel like it's fairly wearable. Like I feel like this could be a pretty decent everyday perfume. For me, it's a little bit sweet for an everyday perfume, but I'm not somebody who tends to love like a super sweet perfume every day. Hold on a sec. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I feel like for some people this could be a good everyday perfume. Okay, let's next look at the notes together. Oh, let's see if I can guess. Well, I think obviously there's vanilla, rose, iris. I'm pretty sure there's probably like, yeah, like some like amber in the base. Some other florals. There's probably something fruity, like what fruit? I'm not sure what fruit. Maybe something like peach or a berry. Okay. Oh yeah, we do have peach. Okay. So, starting off with our top notes, we've got 3 top notes. They're iris, peony, and lily of the valley. Usually iris is always in the mid or base, so it's interesting they have it in the top. But I am definitely smelling the iris, and I guess like a rosy peony type smell. I'm not really getting the lily of the valley so much. Okay, and then in our middle notes, we've got 3 middle notes. They're apricot, rose, and peach. So stone fruits, kind of juicy, warm, and then rose. I'm definitely getting rose, and I'm getting the peach apricot coming through. Yeah, it's like a little bit jammy, but also a little bit like fresh and watery as well. Okay, and then in our base notes, we've got 5 base notes, and they are vanilla, musk, tonka bean, benzoin, and sandalwood. So that all makes sense. I'm definitely getting quite a bit of like warm ambery base coming through. So vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin. Yeah, I would say I'm getting those 3 mostly. I'm going to show the votes and let you know what other users on Fragrantica smell the most. I would say personally I am getting like the vanilla tonka bean benzoin, kind of like ambery base, as well as the rose, iris, and stone fruits. So other people say they get vanilla, apricot, rose, iris, musk, peony, peach, etc. So yeah, so definitely like a vanilla dominant fragrance, even though it's not just vanilla. But yeah, there's definitely a strong vanilla accord here. Okay, so before we go over some other info on this fragrance, I wanted to just shift gears and talk about Dior Joy. Since I own this fragrance, it's in my collection. This is just the, I think it's the 30 ml. No, this is a 50 ml. So yeah, I like the bottle. I don't love the bottle, but it's simple. And I feel like the liquid has already faded a little bit. It's supposed to be like a pink, like a pretty bright pink, but I feel like the liquid has faded a little bit. So I really like this fragrance. This is actually my fragrance of the day today. So let's see. It's faded a little bit. I just gave myself 1 spray, but I can still smell it on me. So this fragrance it's a very powdery, somewhat sweet, kind of like, it's got like a mix of like floral woodiness, kind of bright citrusiness, yeah, powdery. So I like it. there's nothing that I can compare exactly to it, although I think this has been compared to Chanel Allure, but I've never smelled Chanel Allure, so I can't speak to that, but apparently it smells pretty dang similar. Okay, so yeah, and looking at some of the notes, we've got some citrus in the top notes, jasmine, rose, peach again, musk, sandalwood, cedar, benzoin, and patchouli in the base. So yeah, all together like a powdery, slightly floral, slightly citrus, slightly woody sort of scent. Yeah, and I really like it. So that's my only Dior fragrance that I own. I don't feel like this was like super popular. Let's see. It has a pretty low rating on Fragrantica. Give me a second. Had to let out the baby cat. Yeah, this has a really low rating on Fragrantica, 3.37. So I'm not sure why people seem to dislike it so much, but I like it, so that's why I bought it. Okay, so back to Miss Dior. Let's go over some statistics. So this version was launched in 2021. It was reformulated. It has an overall rating of 3.79 out of 5 with 3,400 votes. So that's like a decent rating. It's nothing special. So I think people aren't loving it, but they aren't hating it, obviously. Some other info. People say that the longevity of this is actually pretty decent, so a little bit longer lasting. Sillage is kind of in the middle, maybe a little bit more on the intimate end. They're saying that this is a very feminine fragrance. I agree. Super femmy. Like sweet, vanilla, fruity, floral. And then they're rating the price value is a little bit overpriced. So, yeah. Let's finish up by reading some reviews of this fragrance. See what other people have to say. Okay, somebody says, it's too perfumey for my liking. I smell very little rose and a heavy powdery vanilla. Good projection and long lasting though. I don't like the overall scent, but the performance is great. Yeah, it's definitely a powdery vanilla, and if you don't like iris, you might struggle with this. I'm definitely getting quite a bit of iris coming through, so yeah, it's powdery, but in a slightly more heavy way, if that makes sense. Not like an airy way, it's like a slightly more heavy, earthy, powdery. Okay. Let's see what somebody else has to say. Somebody says, generally I like this, but I'm not a rose fan, and that does come through in the dry down. Sweetness is nice and pretty, but it's a lot of just nice for the price. Okay. Somebody says, I don't know. I don't know if I really like this version much more than the previous ones for sure. I don't know. Okay, I think they're saying that they do like this more than the previous versions. So beautiful and tender, but still with presence and quality. I really, really like it. Needless to say, I don't like the previous versions, and Mademoiselle by Chanel is not for me. I don't know why they're bringing up Chanel. So, anyway, let's see somebody who's talking about the reformulations. Somebody says, I don't understand why companies reformulate fragrances. I really enjoyed the old version, and now purchasing the new one, I'm disappointed. This one smells extremely powdery and generic now. This reminds me of a diaper change, but in a geriatric person. I do not think that this smells like a diaper change, but I don't know. I haven't smelled geriatric diapers. Do they smell like Miss Dior? Maybe they do. Okay, everybody, so that is my review of Christian Dior's Miss Dior, the 2021 version. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all again in another video. Okay, you all take care. Bye.